People just need to be real. People need to be real. Calling this the worst show, 4 out of 10, with the amount of garbage and trash that MCU have, people need to keep it a stack. This is not the greatest TV show in the world. It's one of the better MCU shows. Look, is this The Wire? No. It's not 24. It's not Boardwalk Empire. It's not Breaking Bad. It's not any of those shows. But comparing it to that makes no sense. it makes no sense whatsoever, because you have to realize that when I'm coming into watching Ironheart is from what mindset? If I'm watching this as a TV show in a vacuum, where you're now comparing it to A Wire, Breaking Bad, and 2024, oh no, this stuff is average. Stuff is freaking average. It's not great. If I'm grading this as an MCU show, this is one of the better MCU shows. And you are lying to yourselves if you're now saying that this is one of the worst MCU shows, because what the heck are we comparing this to? Most of the MCU shows were garbage. If we're keeping it real, most of them were freaking garbage. And we'll go through all of them, but most of that stuff was freaking garbage. And Ironheart was one, because see, I didn't want to do a review after the 3 episodes, because for me, a story has an ending. I don't review part of a story. I review a story, which is a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I say, no, let me see all 6 episodes and let me view it. And this is to show that it did not start great. That first episode was very ropey, but it actually got better and better and better and better. And I was like, well, they improved. And by the time it got to the end, and we saw what happened at the very end, that ties into sort of the theme of the whole show, I was like, this is one of the better MCU shows. One of the better MCU shows. Okay, before we get there, I'm just starting at the very top. Stupid. So, people may disagree with me on everything, but so, my favorite comic book character, well, one of the comic book that I read the most was Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my guy. One of the greatest shows of all time is the Spider-Man Fox Kids show from the early 90s. Spider-Man. Miles Morales, I don't recognize him as Spider-Man. Oh, Into Spider-Verse, cool film. I don't give a damn what's Miles Morales. To me, he's not Spider-Man. There's only one Spider-Man, and that is Peter Parker. That is Spider-Man. There is only one Iron Man, and that is Tony Stark. I don't need a black version of Spider-Man. I don't need a black version of Batman. I don't need a black version of Iron Man. How about you just create an original black character that can stand on its own? Rather than, oh, this is Iron Man Light. This is a Temu Iron Man. This is a Temu Spider-Man. No, that's actually a lot more condescending and insulting. So this is a lot more insulting than creating an actual original character. Because you're like, oh, so we are just the budget version of Iron Man. Or it's like Captain Falcon. Bro, sorry, Captain America is Steve Rogers. I don't give a damn about Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson is Falcon. Sam Wilson is not Captain America. Sam Wilson is Falcon. So once you have that shield, now you become Captain Falcon. You are not Captain America. Because all the stuff about, Miles Morales, Riri Williams. Where's the Storm film? This is literally one of the greatest, most revered comic book characters of all time. Like, when you look at the X-Men, there are 2 characters that stand head and shoulders. Wolverine and Storm. Those are the 2 most popular, dynamic, and best characters in the X-Men. And in comic book lore, how many female comic book characters are better than Storm? It ain't Wonder Woman. It ain't that bomb Black Widow or whatever it's called, or that bomb in the freaking Thunderbolts. Name me a female comic book character that can step to Storm. Nobody. So you're dealing with, this is the strongest, most iconic, best female comic book character. And we are yet to have a film of Aurora. So you're giving us freaking Riri Williams, a Temu Iron Man, but you're not going to give us Storm? Now you're having a laugh. Now you're having a laugh. Listen, now you're having a laugh. I'm sorry. I don't want Miles Morales. I don't want re-release. I don't want the Black Superman. I want Storm. I want Spawn. I want a Bishop. That's what I want. Those are the guys I freaking want. So that's where I'm at with it. But putting that to one side, the fact that I'd rather have Storm. I want a Storm movie. This is one of the greatest characters of all time. That's one side. Guys, can we keep it a stack? WandaVision, interesting stats, garbage. Garbage ending. That whole thing, the whole ruse that they did with Quicksilver, garbage ending. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, pretty good. Trash final episode with that stupid speech. Shulk was garbage. Echo was garbage. Miss Marvel was garbage. Hawkeye was garbage. Secret Invasion was horrendous. When you just look at all of the MCU, sweetie, for me, Loki's the best. Then it's a battle for second between Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Ironheart. I'm sorry. Like, Loki is clearly the best. Even though Loki, but that's clearly the best. All these other shows have major issues. Ironheart has major issues. So does all these other shows. People say, oh, WandaVision. Oh, well, that was that show. Agatha Christie was Agatha all along. Like, that freaking Agatha Christie. Really? Really? We were not repping that show? Like, guys, stop. Stop it. Stop it. WandaVision had a great concept. Interesting, and it started really well. By the time it got to the second half and the last few episodes, I was like, oh, what kind of garbage is this? It just became some garbage MCU show. So my thing for Ironheart is, I thought that, and here's the thing, it's about relatability though. I have aunts and I have a lot of cousins, female cousins. So looking at Natalie and Riri Williams, it's like, oh yes, this is like my hanging out with my cousins. Some of the writing was ropey, some of the writing was cringe, but based on what the show was, and because I just know the kind of characterizations of young black girls based on the cousins that I have and everything, I'm like, okay, I can relate to this on somewhat of a level. And I'll be real with you, I was never bored. I was like, okay, this is interesting. Now, this is not a show I would rep. This ain't The Wire, but not many shows are the freaking Wire. It's the freaking Wire. So I can't watch the show expecting The Wire or 24. I've got to watch the show saying, okay, I'm in an MCU world that I don't like. I told you, I don't like the MCU. I like films in the MCU. I've never liked the MCU. So, and bro, there is not a single MCU show that I say, oh, this is a great show. Loki is the best MCU show. Loki is garbage compared to The Wire. It's trash. Loki compared to The Wire, Breaking Bad, the first 3 seasons of 24, Boardwalk Empire, it's freaking garbage. It's trash. Or Homicide: Life on the Streets, it's trash. But for the MCU, Loki's great. For the MCU, Ironheart is one of the better shows. It's one of the better shows. So I think that when I just see online people say, oh, this is the worst show ever, I'm like, so this is worse than WandaVision? This is worse than Secret Invasion? This is worse than Echo? This is worse than Hawkeye? This is worse than She-Hulk? Stop. And I think this is why I say you have to watch the whole show is, this has to be one of the best endings. See, the only ending better was Loki. Again, they did my man bad, but when he met Kang and how Kang just explained the entire multiverse and just his performance in there, I was like, okay, wow, this is a pretty crazy ending. So that's still, hence why Loki is the best, because it was a good concept, good show, and a very good ending. This is the second best ending because, again, I heard about Sacha Baron Cohen, but oh, he's in here, it's cool. Shout out to your boy Ali G. And how this ended, I'll say, because I thought, okay, well, really, okay, she's good. My friend is dead. I don't want to do this, and I'm a better person, so I will refuse. But she was like, you can bring my friend back fully? Really? Not as an AI? I don't care. Whatever the cost will be, I'll do it. So by her doing that, and now what that could now mean, and how Mephisto could now cover control, I'm like, oh, This could have serious ramifications going forward. And that ending tied into the whole theme of the movie, which is, would you want to bring your friend back and bring her friend back? And the whole thing of AI, artificial intelligence, is this real? But Mephisto was like, no, forget that AI stuff. No, your friend is really back. Fully, you can touch her. It's really her. But what will it cost you? And are you willing to accept that cost? So, looking at this as a whole, I'm like, oh yeah, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. And this was one of the better MCU shows. Guys, stop it, bro. Guys, stop it. Secret Invasion, Agatha Christie, freaking, what's it called? Echo, Hawkeye. Guys, do you know the kind of garbage that's been on from this MCU show? Stop it. Stop it. Let's stop it. See, the issue here is this. The MCU, it's trash. You see, if we want to live like in a vacuum, just in general, just in terms of general writing, if you're comparing the MCU to Homicide: Life on the Streets, 2024, The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, Breaking Bad, Rome, it doesn't compare. Like it doesn't compare, and that's because I'm like, this show could have been actually a really interesting show that deals from real drama. But you have to have the one-liners, you have to have the comedy stuff, you have to, because there's a formula. And the formula is what ruined WandaVision. The formula is what ruined Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the formula ruined this. Rather than just, okay, let's just make a show that has a good dramatic story and is just in and of itself, and it can't. Hence why, for me, best film for me in the whole of the MCU is The First Avenger. Why? Because Joe Johnston this is a film that's just in a time capsule. So forget all that MCU crap. I'm just trying to make a really good film that stands on its whole in and of itself and is not reliant upon the MCU jokes, reliant upon the MCU formula. It's just a film in and of itself. Hence why it is still, for me, my favorite film in the MCU, The First Avenger, because it's the one that feels most like a film and not like an MCU film. And just the MCU is like, bro, because the stuff it's too cringe. It's too cringe. So that's my thing, man. Is it amazing? No. But it's better than most of all the freaking LCU stuff that's been around this. So let's just keep it real, yo. Come on, man. Come on.